Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 4 of What If Naruto was created from nature energy. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also guys, stay in tune for the rest of the What Ifs coming your way. If you're new, yes, I did have 3 channels. Anime King 2, and Anime King 3, which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. Links will be down in the description, so go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode start? The intro. So, the last spot we left off, as Osama was surprised, not that he doubted his team, but all of them pass. And with all of them passing, well, their training would have to be different after all. They might end up fighting each other in the finals. But Naruto was gonna go off with the owls to train. And Ino had her family jutsu to learn, and not to mention Shikamaru is gonna be taught by his father. Well, that was good. But he told them that he was here if any of them need any help. So with that, the group made their way off, as Naruto went towards Land of Owls. Arriving there, he sat down to meditate, as he wished to master Sage Mode. But Kurama started to speak to him, as Kurama told him that he was a reason why he could not fully master it because their chakra collided, and Naruto needed to stabilize his own chakra first. And he would allow Naruto to do that as long as he gave him some time to roam free, as Naruto had 100% fox seal inside of him. Not to mention there was no ki, and there was no spirit of his parents. So Naruto allowed Kurama to roam free in a deserted part of the area of the Land of Owls. As he returned back normal, taking back control, he realized the cage was gone, but the fox has no intention of killing him, as he told him about his parents. And he also told Naruto that he was the one that pierced him with his claw. Naruto was angry, as he was livid, but there was no point in getting so angry over someone that he did not know. The time finally came as Sasuke faced off against Neji. Neji, shown to be the most powerful Hyuga of his 8th generation, was able to subdue Sasuke, but after closing his point, Sasuke started to resort to using the curse mark as Kakashi came down there and knocked him out and took him away, saying that his student was going a bit overboard. Afterwards, Ino took her match, as the rest of the matches take place until Naruto's name was called to face off against Gaara. As the Akatsuki was sitting beside the Hokage, Jiraiya was not there. Even if he was not seeable. As the match went on between Naruto and Gaara, without his Sage Mode, Naruto was able to keep up with Gaara-san with little to no difficulty, as he was able to subdue Gaara with nothing but raw speed. He then delivered a wicked punch to Gaara's face, knocking him out clean. But in the case of knocking him out, Gaara started to release the Shikaku's power. But that was not all though. Figures started to fall, as the third was attacked by Orochimaru, who was pretending to be the Akatsuki. But then Jiraiya emerged from the flooring, as he also jumped in the barrier as well. So the match wasn't going to be as easy as Orochimaru thought. Meanwhile, Naruto went straight after Gaara. As he transformed, Naruto was able to use one of his giant owls to lure him away, as Naruto entered full Sage Mode. With the power of full Sage Mode, Naruto was able to subdue Gaara by using his chains as he climbed up on him, climbing the massive body of Shikaku. But Naruto did not keep him alive though. He sliced Gaara's head clean off, killing him. And Shikaku's spirit was free, the chakra bursting away to reform some other time. The group had returned there, consists of Ino and the others to help Naruto, but he didn't need their help as he was able to defeat Abichu all by himself. Once that was over, the third that survived, as Naruto, was called to the office as he saw the white hair man, but he paid him no mind. The third tried to talk to Naruto, but Naruto did not feel like talking to him. Naruto told the man that he was a censor, and he knew that he never wanted to be around him, so to be frank, he did not care about him. As Hiruzen understood as he thanked Naruto for his service for the village as Naruto left. Some time passed as Jiraiya knocked on Naruto's door. Naruto was surprised, as he never got visitors. As Jiraiya told him that they had a mission, before he gave Naruto his flak jacket as a Chunin now. As Naruto slammed the door shut. Some time later as Naruto was at the gate waiting, as Jiraiya finally showed up, as Naruto told him to get to it. Jiraiya told him that they were going to find the next Hokage, which surprised Naruto a bit after all. The woman was said to be a drunk that left the village for a long time now. But he did not question the order though, as the two of them made their way to go and find Lady Tsunade. Jiraiya ended up pawning Naruto off to wait in the hotel for him, as Jiraiya was in the process of teaching Naruto the Rasengan. After sitting and waiting at the hotel, Naruto felt an ominous feeling, his senses going on high alert, as there was a massive amount of chakra coming his way. He opened his door to find two people standing there, as he did not know them as they were in black clothes, with red clothes on them. They said that they were here for him, but he would not allow them to take him, as chains erupted from his body and shot towards them. So yeah guys, that's basically that's where we left off. You guys can switch across to please check it for yourself. So this will begin this new episode. We start this episode with Jiraiya, as he was walking with the lovely lady, as a sparrow landed on her shoulder. It poked her in the neck, hard enough to draw blood. The pain was able to break her out of the genjutsu. As soon as Jiraiya realized what was going on, he quickly flashed towards the hotel. Jiraiya did not waste any time as he arrived. Toad Mouth Jutsu, he said, as the corridor started to transform. Jiraiya of the Sanin, said Itachi. Itachi Uchiha, said Jiraiya. Kisame, let's go. We cannot take him. Fine, said Kisame in a huff. I'm sorry for bursting your pretty little bubble of escape, but you won't be leaving here, said Jiraiya. Needless of his warning, they ran, as Jiraiya chased after them. Black flames eat away at the wall, as the boatman jumped through. Jiraiya cursed as they fled, as he heard footsteps behind him as he turned to see Naruto. Jiraiya pulled out a scroll. Stay back, kid, he said. Flame sealing technique, as he sealed up with the Amaterasu flames. So, who are they? Said Naruto. The Akatsuki, said Jiraiya. As far as I know, they're an organization of S-rank rogue ninjas who freelance. But recently, they have shown a major interest in telekinesis. Wow, great. Now I have them to deal with, said Naruto. Don't worry. You have plenty of time to prepare, kid, said Jiraiya. Yeah, sure, said Naruto. Time skip. This seems like Tsunade is doing, said Jiraiya, as both Naruto and Jiraiya stood outside of a village, as it was a destroyed castle, as Jiraiya was looking for any clue that would help them find Tsunade, while Naruto had a purple ball of chakra in his hand. Nothing. She probably left rather quickly, said Jiraiya. Can't you trace her chakra signature in your sage mode? Said Naruto. I could, if there were any to trace. Her chakra control is so impeccable that she doesn't waste a single drop of chakra while using any jutsu, said Jiraiya. Fine then. Do you have a photo of her, said Naruto. Yeah, I do actually, said Jiraiya, as he pulled out a photo, as him and Tsunade was there in a bar. As Naruto looked up in the sky, Jiraiya watched as several birds came down towards Naruto, flying from all different directions. As Naruto held out the photo, Jiraiya watched him as he didn't see a single thing. The birds then took off. Let us go, said Naruto. What was that? Said Jiraiya. My information network, said Naruto. Well, sort of. I can talk to birds. Huh, that's quite a skill you have. As the boatman continued to walk until a bird landed on Naruto's shoulder. She has been located, said Naruto. As Naruto took in the sight of the village, as they head towards the location where she was at. Unlike Konoha, the village was not full of trees. The infrastructure was really good though. There was a lot of bars though. Too much alcohol for his taste. Well, it was not like he had alcohol before. Why was the bird on his shoulder looking towards the bar? As Naruto walked past the bar. Ouch, he said as the bird poked him. In there? The bird chirped. She's in there, said Naruto. Yeah, this seemed like a place she would be at, said Jiraiya. As both of them moved towards the bar. As soon as the smell of the bar reached his nose, Naruto's nose wrinkled. He already did not like being here, but he supposed he would have to get used to it. Tsunade, said Jiraiya. Tsunade looked up. Jiraiya? As she was squinting her eyes, trying to make sure he was who she thought he was. Junk as always, said Jiraiya. You can leave if you're here to rant about my drinking habits, said Tsunade. Of course not. I'm here as the official of Konoha, said Jiraiya. Tsunade started to use her chocolate to burn away the alcohol that was currently in her system. And what message do you have, she asks. You know of the invasion, yes? The Orochimaru fiasco. Even the Hidden Stone know of that, and they're on the other side of the map. So you do, he said. The Hokage has asked you to come back to the village. He wants you to become the next Hokage, said Jiraiya. You already know how it is, Jiraiya. I am not coming back. Come on, Tsunade, Jiraiya said. You are just wasting your life away. There are a lot of people in the village that need your help, he told her, trying to convince her to come back. Don't tell me what I need to do. I have done enough for the village. I am not coming back. While the conversation was going on, Naruto's eyes were focused on the pig across from him. The pig was also looking at him. Oink, the pig said. I cannot understand you. Sorry, buddy, said Naruto, as he really wished that he can understand other animals as well. Oink, the pig said once again. Huh? Said Naruto. The pig jumped out of the holder's hands and moved over towards Naruto. As Naruto held out his hands, the pig made itself comfortable. As Naruto realized the pig was not floating, someone was holding on to him before. As he glanced up towards the black-haired woman, he really didn't focus on people much. Ah, sorry. I get intrigued by animals, and there are not many pigs in Konoha, said Naruto. Sorry about Tantan. She seems to like you, and it's quite alright, the lady said as she offered her hand for a handshake. My name is Shizune, and this is Tantan, she said. As Naruto offered a similar courtesy and shook her hand. I am Uzumaki Naruto, and I don't really mind her being here, he said. As the pig went to sleep, realized no childish they were acting. Compared to the actual children, Jiraiya and Tsunade stopped their bickering. So, who's the brat? He's Naruto Uzumaki, my new student. I am not your student, said Naruto. I'm here, just for the mission, he said. Uzumaki, huh? Said Tsunade. Yes, Uzumaki, said Naruto. Well, whatever, said Tsunade, brushing it off. If that is all you came for, you can now leave. Ah, about that, said Naruto. This is my first A-rank mission, and I'm not very keen on feeling it. So you'll have to at least report back to the Hokage. I don't care what you do afterwards, said Naruto, as he stopped talking. I did not know the village was handing high-rank missions to green brats, said Tsunade. Perhaps your age has caught up to your eyesight. Do you not see my Chunin vest, said Naruto. What did you say to me? She asked him. Ah, so you have hearing issues as well. He turned towards Jiraiya. Are you sure that she is fit to be the next Hokage? She seems like a hag to me. Oh yeah? We can take this outside if you want, you little brat. I don't see any interest in fighting you. Well then, if you win, I'll come back to the village with you, she said. Imagine challenging someone 100 years younger than you, said Naruto, to a fight. Well, it's a mission. Bring it on. Tsunade's eye was twitching violently. But she refrained from attacking. She was going to bring him outside and teach him a lesson. Time skip. Taijutsu only. But isn't that like your specialty? Are you so scared that you're willing to limit me to only your specialty, said Naruto. You speak a lot for a little brat. Fine. Use whatever you want to. I won't need more than a finger to crush you, she said. Is that the bet? If I beat you while you're only using your finger, I win. Yes, said Tsunade. If I win, you come back to the village. And if I lose? Then you give up on being a shinobi. Forever, she said. Acceptable, said Naruto, without hesitation. The only way that she could ensure that he did not become a shinobi was by becoming the Hokage. And banning that Jinchuriki from being a shinobi was the epitome of stupid. And if push come to shove, he could always go rogue. Hearing that, Tsunade charged her finger with chakra as she thrust it forward, only for it to vanish in a shanshin. As she followed its movements as she turned and blocked that chakra chain with her finger. Chakra chain? She questioned herself. The last time she saw this was from her grandmother Mito and Kushina, wind style, gale palm, said Naruto, as she dodged them easily enough. But when she tried to move once again, chains erupted from the ground and slammed her down. Earth style, hiding like a mole technique, said Naruto, as Naruto formed a purple ball of chakra in his hand as he started to walk towards her. Will you give up now? Naruto asked her. She disappeared in a poof of smoke and was replaced by a piece of wood. As Naruto simply smiled. Why are you smirking? You realize I broke out of your technique, right? As Naruto turned back towards her. I know, but you use a substitution jutsu, which is a ninjutsu, and if I remember correctly you were limited to taijutsu only. So, I win, said Naruto. Realizing her mistake, she scowled. Well, whatever, she did not need to keep her promise anyway. I really hope the granddaughter of the first has enough honor to keep her promise. Or maybe you're really neck deep down into gambling that you've become like the terrorists and the bandits. Easily able to break her promise. She clenched her fists. I am not leaving this field for at least a week. There's a gambling contest going on. Maybe I'll come with you then, or maybe I won't. She then vanished, leaving them there. Naruto did not care what she did for the week, as long as by the end of it she did come back with them. But by the end of the week, at the last day, Jiraiya was stupid enough to get drugged by Tsunade, as she went to sign a deal with the devil, Orochimaru. As Naruto stood in front of the man, do you think an injection of Sage Chakra will quicken your recovery? He asked. It sure will, but I cannot summon Ma and Pa. The way things are right now, said Jiraiya. Naruto went quiet for a few seconds. His lines thickened as he went into his partial Sage mode. A chain shot from his palm and wrapped around Jiraiya's wrists, and started to inject Sage energy into Jiraiya. Feeling the nature energy enter his system, Jiraiya started to balance it. As he felt the poison being washed away out of his system, his chakra flow returning back to normal. Now somewhat healed, as he realized he will need Sage mode to take care of Orochimaru, he started the process of summoning Ma and Pa. At the same time, Naruto sat down as he started to meditate. As a purple glow started surrounding him, he sensed Tsunade a far distance off. While all this was going on, Shizune was standing there and gaping, while her and Tauntaun. I sense her, said Naruto. A perfect sage, said Shima. Later about that, said Jiraiya as he turned towards Ma. As he looked down towards Naruto, lead the way. As with that, they made their way off. Time skip. Tsunade thought she could take on Orochimaru without drawing any blood. How naive she was. Now she had blood splattered all over her face. Her body was not responding to her. The Kabuto guy was coming towards her slowly, smirking, feeling proud of himself. He had a chakra scalp in his hand. She was gonna die, wasn't she? Is this all her life had come down to? Was she really wasting her life away? Did it really matter now? His hand raised up. Yeah, she was surely gonna die. Rasengan! Tsunade watched his blood flow. But not from her. This was the first time Naruto used a Rasengan in a person, and with the Sage mode enhanced in it, it was so much more deadly and destructive. His Rasengan was drilling deep, ripping through Kabuto's stomach. He was surely dead. I cannot maintain this state for a very long time. I will finish this guy off, said Naruto, as his hand was pushing deeper into Kabuto. You, hand the other one. As Kabuto was blasted away and broke through a rock. Yeah, sure. Be careful though. The guy has some crazy healing powers, said Jiraiya, as he vanished towards Orochimaru. Naruto turned towards Tsunade and saw her shaking. There were blood splattered all over her face. He then heard his name. Ah, Naruto-kun. I did not expect to see you here. Naruto was surprised as he turned his back to see Kabuto standing. He had somehow healed himself, but it took a lot out of him, it seems, because he was panting, seeming like he was about to fall at any minute. Well, surprise I suppose. I do not have much time to spare, so I will kill you now, said Naruto. Already too depleted of chakra, Kabuto tried to flee, but Naruto was just too fast for him right now. As Naruto slammed into him viciously, he was sent sailing as he could not avoid anything that Naruto threw his way. And Naruto would not hesitate as he created another Rasengan and stepped forward, over to the other side. Ah, Jiraiya, I was not expecting to see you here. Aren't you being a bit too cocky? I mean confronting me, alone and all. For someone hiding behind dead bodies, you consider yourself a bit too brave, said Jiraiya. It's just another jutsu, Jiraiya. Just like your sage mode, Orochimaru said. Well, whatever, shall we get to it? Or are you planning to run away like before? Orochimaru did not answer as snakes launched themselves from his sleeve right towards Jiraiya, who jumped away, creating some distance. He slammed his hand down as a massive earth wall rose as he jumped onto and leap, firing several flame bullets towards Orochimaru. Orochimaru flashed through hand sign, summoning jutsu, as a massive snake was summoned. Orochimaru, why have you summoned me? You have yet to provide me with my meals for the previous summon, the large snake said. Now, Manda. Everything shall come with time. I require your assistance, perhaps. You will be happy to kill the toad that is to come. Jiraiya did not waste any time as he summoned Gamabunta. Hey Bunta, I need some help, said Jiraiya. Ma, Pa, you can dispel yourself. I won't need the sage mode now, said Jiraiya. Fine, they said. True to their stature, the battle that came next was majestic. As they clashed violently, massive powerhouse jutsu, combination attack, deadly, uprooting attacks. Combination style, toad oil bullets, said Jiraiya. Oil and fire created a massive inferno that raged through the area. The snake got burned as Manda burned in agony, caught up in the massive stream of flames. Orochimaru cursed as he roamed around, looking a way to get the hell out of here, trying to find an advantage, as his eyes focused on the red-haired child over to the side. As he saw Kabuto on the ground next to him, dead. What a loss it was, losing his most useful subordinate like that to that damn brat. Deciding that he was not worth keeping alive even at the cost of the Akatsuki, Orochimaru blitzed forward towards the child as he opened his mouth as the snake emerged with the Tsunade blade. Meanwhile, with Naruto, his body was still not fully able to handle the sage mode, and not to mention, he did not sit still for a long period of time, so the sage mode had worn out. As he was looking down towards Tsunade, his senses picked up something, but the thing was fast. Orochimaru was not holding back anything, no strength or anything. He was coming with immense speed. Speed of a Sonic as Naruto turned, as he was not in his full sage mode right now. Naruto turned towards the man as his chain shot out. The chains gripped the blade, but Orochimaru pumped all of his strength into the attack as he pushed it forward. The chains were able to slow it down, but the blade still ended up piercing Naruto. It did not go through him, but it still pierced him. The Tsunade blade was covered with poison, a rather deadly poison that could kill a normal man within seconds. But Naruto was not a normal man. As for Tsunade, it all happened so fast to her. One moment Kabuto was about to kill her, next moment he was obliterated by Naruto. And now, the Tsunade had stabbed him. He had saved her life. He had defeated Kabuto while she couldn't do anything. And now he was stabbed. Rasengan Jiraiya dropped from the heavens. Orochimaru moved away as he opened his mouth, releasing hundreds of snakes. Jiraiya obliterated them, but Orochimaru used a chance to flee for his life. As Naruto dropped on the ground of poison, coursing to resist him, his healing ability was too fast. He healed too fast as Shizune rushed towards Naruto. He was healing too fast, the wound was closing and the poison would stay inside of him. Tsunade felt a rush of adrenaline. She got up and moved Shizune out of the way, as she created a chakra scalpel and cut in Naruto's flesh. She could not worry about the blood right now, she had to save him as she went, keeping the wound open so that she could remove the poison. Time skip. When Naruto woke up, he woke up from a wonderful sleep. When he saw the sword coming towards him at such speed, he thought he wouldn't wake up, but here he was. As the bright light hit him in his eyes, he squirmed a bit. As a voice spoke, I was not expecting you to wake up so soon. Well, for a while there, I wasn't expecting you to wake up at all. Who are you? Said Naruto, squinting once again, realizing he's acting the person close to shade. Have you forgotten me already? That's quite rude of you, you know. Tsunade, said Naruto. That's Tsunade-sama to you, brat. And why is that? Naruto asked. I am one of the legendary Sannin. I don't care, said Naruto, as he proceeded to wake up. You're not getting up this soon. The poison of the Kusanagi blade is no ordinary poison. It's one of the most deadliest. I managed to subdue it for now, but you still need time to heal. So you're here for the long game, she said. Naruto frowned. Kyuubi, he said, but there was no answer. Come on, can you heal me up, he said. The beast cracked open an eye. Hey, don't ignore me, said Naruto. I am not breaking out of your stomach. That is enough help from me, said the Kyuubi as he closed back his eye. Don't act like that, said Naruto. I opened the seal, didn't I? You can heal me fully for once. Come on. You did not know the seal would disappear. It was just your inner curiosity that led you to make poor decisions. This is only a one-time thing. Do not count on me again. As he spread his chakra through Naruto's body, steam started to leave Naruto's body in the real world. Tsunade eyes snapped towards him as a red chakra covered him. Jiraiya appeared in a flicker as Tsunade stepped back along with Shizune. What is this? Said Jiraiya as he watched as the red chakra disappeared. The fox owe me one, said Naruto as he flexed his arms. You talk to it, said Jiraiya, looking a bit shocked. What else do you expect, said Naruto. He has been inside of me for almost 14 years now. Time skip at Konoha. Do you know why you have been called here? Harrison asks. No, said Ino. Perhaps it has to do with the Chunin promotion, said Shikamaru. Currently, the Konoha 12 that was dubbed by the Konoha populace, except for Naruto, was currently in front of Harrison. Indeed, I will get on to it then. Ninja Hyuga, as well as you did in the exams, it is quite evident that you don't have the discipline that it takes to become a Chunin. Understood, Neji said. Sasuke Uchiha, you too also lack the mindset of becoming a Chunin. Understood, Sasuke said. Shikamaru and Nara, you show the ability to think on their own and power to back up your plans. Hence, it is a pleasure for me to promote you to the rank of Chunin. As he handed Shikamaru the vest. It's an honor, Hokage-sama, said Shikamaru. Ino Yamanaka, you too. Show the capacity to think well out of the box and work well under pressure. Hence, it's my pleasure to promote you to the rank of Chunin. Thank you, Hokage-sama, she said. A question, if you don't mind. Ask away, Harrison said. Where is Naruto? Why wasn't he called here, she asked. Since he was specifically requested for a long-term mission, he was promoted before the Chunin ceremony. He is currently completing a mission. A solo one, said Shikamaru. No. He is with my student, Jiraiya. Jiraiya of the Legendary 3? Said Ino. Yes, that one. Said Harrison. Time skip. Returning back to Konoha was rather uneventful, as it was a straight route going through several forests. Tauntaun did not want to leave Naruto's arms, oinking rather harshly whenever Tsunade or Shizune tried to take her away from Naruto. Apart from that, it was uneventful. The gates of Konoha, now visible, made Tsunade nervous. She has not been to the village in a long while, and she didn't know how to feel about this. Your names and reasons to visit, the gate guard said, without looking up. Naruto Uzumaki and Jiraiya returning from a retrieval mission. The man snapped his head up. Oh, Jiraiya-sama. Sorry about that, I was not looking. It's quite alright, can we go? Yes, of course. Moments later, Uzumaki, Naruto and Jiraiya returning from a retrieval mission. Hokage-sama, said Naruto. Be at ease. So you actually managed to convince her. That's quite the achievement. Well, apart from that, the bounty of Gaara will be delivered to your address today. You may be dismissed, he said. Thank you, said Naruto, as he vanished. So, Tsunade, you actually came back. I was not expecting to see you, said Harrison as he puffed on his pipe. Well then, you better be grateful and stop wasting my time. Why did you call me here, she said. Grateful I am, of course. His eyes became serious. I want you to become the next Hokage. I'm pretty sure that you can squeeze in a few more years. Then why don't you hand it over to Kakashi or Guy? As a matter of fact, I can't squeeze in a few years more, as you say. My fight with Orochimaru pushed me to my limits, showing me that I'm not what I used to be. My reign, it's over now. It has been for a while. Well, whatever, she said. Make Jiraiya the Hokage then. He has an information network to take care of. Kakashi, too lazy. Guy, strong but naive. Fine. Give me some time to think, she said. Of course. Take your time. Well, apart from that, I do have a request to make. What's that? A very promising genin, Rock Lee, was severely injured during the preliminary fights. None of our medics are skilled enough to heal him. Can you please take a look at him? Sure, I'll see what I can do. As she made her way off. What do you think, Jiraiya? Do you think she will accept? She'll come around, said Jiraiya. Meanwhile, why didn't you tell us of your promotion and the mission before? Ino said. I didn't see you around, and I had to leave for the mission after waking up, said Naruto, as he was stocking up his kunai stock. When he came across Ino, and here they were now talking, as they were walking towards his house. You sure you want to come? It's not a very nice place, said Naruto. Whatever. I've never seen your house before anyway, she said. Well, suit yourself then, said Naruto. True to what he said, the area was not nice, the red light district. It was bad. With beggars roaming around, thugs using, and twirling kunai around. It looked like a civilization, a century too old. Regardless, with their headbands, no one dared to step in their path. As Naruto's house was on the second floor, his house was the only house that was well painted and taken care of. It was not very big, as her living room was probably bigger than his house. But Ino was not judging one bit. She knew that he was not as privileged as she was, but he was clean and decent. The balcony was decent in size. There was artificial grass, with a lot of bird food on it, and of course there were at least 24 birds lazing around there. This is nice, Ino said. You don't need to sugarcoat anything, said Naruto. No really, she said. It's nice. Well, if you say so, he said. So, what are your plans for tomorrow, Ino asked. D rank in the morning, train until evening, and maybe a C rank if I feel like it, regular stuff. No, I mean for celebration, she said. Celebration? For what, he questioned. We got promoted, for that of course, she said. No plans. None that I can think of. Well, what about you, said Naruto. My family, with Shikamaru's and Choji, are going to Nara Forest for a day or two. It's a really great place to farmhouse and all. Did Choji get promoted too, said Naruto. No, but he's a really close family friend, and our family usually take vacations together. Ah, I see. Well, enjoy your vacation then, said Naruto. Just when they were about to fall into silence, there was a chirping noise, as a bird came flying in. It had an envelope in its mouth. As it gave him the envelope. Ah, the bounty, said Naruto. What bounty, Ino asked. Gaara's, said Naruto. Well, it seemed like you have money to spare, she said. Why don't you move out of here? I just purchased this house. There's no point moving out this early, said Naruto. Ah, I see, that makes sense. Well, I'll be leaving now, I guess, she said. Sure. See you around, said Naruto, as he escorted her towards the door. Time skip, the idea of celebration, had stuck with him. He had never celebrated anything before, and he felt jealous of Ino when she spoke about family vacations. It was the day after the both of them had spoke, as it was now night time. Today was the 10th of October. It was actually his birthday. He was now 14. Till now he has not gone out for a single birthday of his. But now he had an excuse. And also he was curious about alcohol, and he had money to spare. So here he was standing in front of a bar. It was legal for any shinobi of any age to drink alcohol, because any shinobi could be asked to indulge a daimyo or noble with a drink. And he was going to have his first drink as he entered said bar, as he took the most isolated seat towards a corner. He had ordered a can of beer and a pastry. The waiter had looked at him weird. It was because of the combination of the order, but he did not say anything, eating the pastry, as he did not look at the alcohol yet. Recently, he had less alone time. He had spent so much time with the owls, then Jiraiya, Shizune, Tsunade, and Tonton, traveling back to Konoha. So now being alone enjoying his birthday by himself, he was enjoying it. Tsunade-sama, not a bar again. We have been to 30 different bars in 2 days. He heard a familiar voice. He sighed, as he saw Shizune and Tsunade, and they had seen him, as they were now coming over to him. So, brat, I didn't know that you drank, said Tsunade as she sat down. I do not. This is my first drink, said Naruto. Well, what's the occasion, she asked. My birthday. I see. And why are you alone, she questioned. My teammates have a place to be at, and it is saving me money. She smiled. How about you treat no, said Naruto, cutting her off. Hey, come on, you can do that at least, she said. No, said Naruto. Fine. I'll pay for mine, she said. Happy birthday, Naruto, said Shizune. Thank you, he said, a bit awkwardly. Bring me the biggest bottle of steak, said Tsunade. She was already looking quite drunk as Naruto looked down. Where had his beer can gone? Well, with Tsunade drinking, Shizune smiling awkwardly and Tauntaun sleeping in his arms, he had to say he was enjoying his birthday a bit. Time skip. Things had fallen into place as Naruto started to take individual missions apart from the regular team missions for the extra cash. Turns out him and Tsunade hit it off quite well, as she realized he did not get drunk that easily, so he became her little drinking buddy, and he actually liked drinking with Tsunade. Come on, you can do the mission later. It's my last free day, brat, said Tsunade. Oh yeah, she was gonna become Hokage the next day. I've already been assigned the mission, and I will be back after you became the Hokage, said Naruto. You know I can overrule the decision. Can't I, she said, speaking to herself. You can, but not before tomorrow. And I'll be gone by then, said Naruto. Come on, Tsunade-sama, you already had enough. And you have to wake up early tomorrow, said Shizune. The three of them were in a bar. Naruto had to depart on a solo mission to the land of demons. Ideally, it would be a 3-day journey, but escorting a civilian would make it rather long. He had offered to carry her, but will she declined. Let me enjoy my last 3 days, Shizune. Tsunade said. Well, I will take my leave. Can't keep the client waiting, you know. Be careful, said Shizune. Tsunade murmured something, but he couldn't understand her. Sure, said Naruto as he looked towards Shizune, as he made his way off. As Naruto was walking, people's behavior towards him had changed a lot since his fight with Shigaku. There was no longer any glares. He had never fought for anyone's attention, but his life had surely taken a turn for the better. In fact, a few people started wishing him passing greetings as he arrived to see a young girl around his age, as she was waiting for him. How gracious of you to arrive here, she said, mocking him. Reporting for the escort mission, Hokage-sama, said Naruto, as he did not pay attention to her jab. Very well. You know of the mission, yes, Hiruzen said. Land of Demon, B-rank escort, said Naruto. Indeed, this is Eri, Sora, daughter of the Lord of Land of Demon, said Hiruzen. As Naruto took a proper look at her, she had long dark hair, blue eyes, as she was dressed in a black kimono with floral design all over it. She was about a head shorter than he was. Eri, she said, as she offered her hand for a shake. Uzumaki Naruto, he said, as he shook her hand. Very well, Hiruzen said. Since the courtesies are done, you can proceed with your mission. As Naruto nodded. Time skip. I can still carry you on my back. I'm still declining your offer, Eri said. Why is that, said Naruto. It is not suitable for someone of my stature, she said. You understand your father is paying me quadruple the original amount for your demand, right? We have plenty of money to spare, she said. Well, whatever you say, said Naruto as he shrugged. A few extra days of traveling was worth the money that he was gonna get. Walking for a while more, they had not met any danger. The night was uneventful as he camped for the night. Nothing really happened. As she slept and he watched over the place. As they walked into the land of rivers, it was an easy task, there was no guards. The scenario in the village though was a disaster for Eri, who had never seen poverty in her life before. It was the most horrendous thing she had ever seen before. All the houses were made of brass. There were people walking around as thin as a stick. Poor people, old people, young, were carrying rock and walking towards a cave. Keeping them in line were shinobis, bandits, more likely, hitting them to keep them in line. As Naruto was perfectly happy and ignoring everything around him. But when one of the bandits were about to hit the old man Eri, they started to speak up. Stop it, can't you see he's hurt, Eri said. Mind your business, the girl, the bandit shouted at her. That had to be it, right? They were given a chance, they should have left. But no. Oh yeah? Why don't you show me what my business is, she said. As Naruto sighed, Eri were in the middle of enemy territory, with me being the only one capable of fighting them. And you're challenging them, said Naruto. Now realizing what she had done, she hid behind Naruto. You know how civilians are, said Naruto, she won't speak again. We just have to leave, and there will be no conflicts. That's not how things work, little boy. I was generous enough to give you a chance. Was I not? Fine, said Naruto. A chain ripped right through the man's heart, killing him instantly as the others became alerted. They were already watching the scene. They took a closer look at Naruto and they realized he was a shinobi. Call Riga-sama! We will hold him off until then. Yes, as one of them sprinted off. Take this, bandit number one said, rushing towards Naruto as he had a sickle in hand. Naruto turned and picked up Eren in his arms. As he jumped away, his chain shot out of his back. It grabbed the bandit by his throat, before slamming him into another one and piercing through the both of them. The others hesitated to move, as they were afraid, after seeing their partner got slaughtered so easily. As Naruto leaped up in the air as he released a barrage of kunai, wind-style gale palm, accelerated by the wind, the kunai's thrusts, slaughtering all the bandits down below. Eri was holding on to him like her life depended on him. Well, it did. As Naruto turned to leave, his instincts went crazy as he leaped away, a bolt of lightning struck right in front of him. I heard that you were harassing the mercenaries I hired. Perhaps. Do you want a funeral early in your life? A voice said. He was wearing a grey hooded mantle with 3 stripes. There was a nest strapped to his back, a dark brown vest with a light grey pants. Bandage came from his neck going straight down to his shin bones. Who might you be? Said Naruto. You come to my line and ask me this. I am Riga Kuroseki, wielder of the Kiba Blades, and I shall give you a funeral, water style. Hidden Mist Jutsu, said Riga. Mist filled the entire area as Naruto looked around. The man unleashed both Kiba Blades. Lightning release. Thunderfall! Naruto leaped as the ground exploded as electricity came raining from the heavens. He had to keep Eri safe as he looked around. As he saw a massive boulder over to the side, he rushed and placed her down. She was hesitant to leave his arms, but after a bit of assurance from him that she would be fine, she hid behind the boulder. As Naruto emerged, lightning funeral, said Riga as he launched the attack towards Naruto. Wind style, wind gust, said Naruto. The mist was blown away. As Naruto moved, dodging the attack, lightning release, Riga said. Lightning ball. Several lightning balls decimated the earth. Dodging, leaping, and jumping, Naruto avoided all the attacks that were sent his way. As Naruto pulled a kunai and launched it, only for Riga to slice it in half. As the swords were sharp. Earth style, earth bullet, said Naruto. As he released mud-made bullets to counter light balls coming towards him. One of the bullets slammed into Riga's chest. As he was sent staggering back, Riga picked himself up as he wiped himself off. I will be hosting your funeral, brat, and trust me, it will not be pretty. With that said, he raised his blades to the sky as he started to gather an unnatural amount of lightning around them. Naruto slashed out his chains as they wrapped around the blades. Riga cursed as he tried to pull them, but Naruto decided to try something he always wanted to do. As he started to flood his chains with nature energy and push it into the swords, the lightning around the blade dispersed and the sword started to freeze up into stone. What are you doing to my blades? Riga shouted, unable to pry them away. But Naruto flashed right in his guard. Rasengan. He slammed it in the man's stomach. Riga cried out in pain as the attack grind into him, as he was blasted down the cliff, never to be seen again. As Naruto started to walk down to find Eri, only for her to slam right into him with a hug. Naruto, I'm sorry, she said. Realized that this was her fault. Now, said Naruto. Everything is fine. The people of the Land of Rivers had thanked him for getting them out of the control of Riga, as they were very thankful. As he told them they were welcome, he brought Eri home. As she was grateful, they asked him to stay for dinner, which he did. Afterwards, he decided to make his way back to the village after saying goodbye. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see next parts and do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification stay posted. Remember, share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And also stay tuned for their stories coming your way over on Anime King and Anime King 3. If you're new, yes, I do have 3 channels. Anime King 2, Anime King 3, and Anime King, which I post on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. Thank you for all of your support, and yeah, I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace out.